Alright, hi guys. So, this is my very first painting video. My very first video uploaded to this channel. Hi. I go by Sunmorn, and this is my very first Warhammer miniature. Now, it's a Terminator that I got from a guy on on Facebook Marketplace. I'm pretty sure this is just a 3D print of an older pattern Terminator that's not available from GW. So I won't be able to play it in official games. But I thought it would make a perfect first attempt at painting miniatures, since it's not the expensive plastic of the normal models. And I think I'd get a feel of how to paint it. I am playing my very first Warhammer 40k army, and I have chosen on Death Guard. Now, I am not a professional painter. I am not a professional anything other than, stupid menial jobs. But I figured this is the perfect place to start. Death Guard seemed like a cool faction, and I like the gross, grimy, gooey, nasty motif that they got going. Plus, as I'm not a professional painter and I don't really know what I'm doing, I figured it's a great place to start. A whole lot of mistakes could just be chopped up too. Well, it's Gross Boys, so what did you expect them to look like? Anyway, I've got my phone rigged up on top of a microphone so that I can not have to worry about it moving. Don't have a professional setup yet for a YouTuber. This is my start at all of it. As you can see, I've got a little bit of Death Guard green on top of this white primer for my gross nasty boy, and a brush covered in Death Guard green. This is the first coat. I've missed a whole lot of spots because I was trying to figure out a way to hold this camera in the middle of it, and I figured, you know what? Now's the time. I'm going to make me a YouTube channel, and I'm going to document all of my painting adventures and my Warhammer hobby adventures. I've got a whole bunch of gray plastic that I've bought over the past few months that I've either randomly assembled or haven't assembled at all. So let's just jump into it. Let's start doing it, because if I don't, it's just going to go to waste. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my journey so far into Warhammer. I have a few friends online that play the heck out of this. Predominantly my friend in Norway named Saber. At least that's what he goes by. He's really got me into it. He's really the reason I've started doing all of this. Because without somebody to influence me and push me along the path to doing something, my ADHD butt isn't going to really do anything. I just kind of chill and play video games. But I think he was right. I should start on a hobby. Apologies if I have terrible camera action, as I've got my phone rigged up in a stable, steady place for the moment. I've got an actual phone holder on order from Amazon that was pretty cheap, like $20. Hopefully that will be far better. I mean, $20, you get what you pay for, I guess, but still better than what I've got currently. So, yeah. My very first miniature that I'm painting, my very first attempt at painting anything, and validating all the money that I've spent on this extraordinarily expensive hobby. Oh my god. I can't believe that a lot of people spend as much money as I have on this. My brush is a little bit chunky because I had to set stuff down. Actually, yeah. Gonna wash my brush over here. Wash it, dry it, reapply fresh paint to it, because, yeah, it's got a little bit chunky while I was running around trying to get a camera setup going, and all the lights in my possession set up for this. As you can tell, like I said, I am an absolute noob. No clue what I'm doing. I'm going off the fly and off the cuff. Yeah, I'm going to have to get that a much better, proper, deep clean later. Actually, you know what? Set that there. I'm going to get this napkin. Clean this up a little bit. Because I did the faux pas of letting paint get up near the near the edges of the brush, which apparently we're not supposed to do. But, like I said, I'm new. Making all these mistakes all at the same time. It'll be alright. Hopefully. Okay. I say it feels pretty dry. Got my Army Painter wet palette right here. Gonna set that up in camera view just so that they've got something to look at that's not just this model at an up close angle. I do apologize for this shoddy, terrible setup, but we all gotta start somewhere, huh? Now, from all the tutorials I've seen online, we pretty much just base these guys in Death Guard green, and once that's done, we start working on details, I assume? Or, if not details, then all the fill-ins and the fillers. I wasn't too concerned on my first coat getting everything, because I paused mid painting to get this set up. I had started recording another video, but I was having so much difficulty keeping this going while holding a camera in one hand that I don't think I'm even gonna post that. So yeah, you're missing a little bit of my first attempts at painting, but only by like 20-30 minutes. Who am I kidding? It took me way longer to try and figure this out. Don't tell anybody though. Alright, so with Death Guard, grime, goo, globbering stuff, just globs of nonsense all over their gear and armor, making them look gross and groggy and nasty. Lots of G words. Figured if I make any mistakes, they'll be so easy to just cover up and explain away because of the fact that they're just gross. Like, if there's like a lot of mistakes, I can just, what I hear, I can just wash it with something. Which, for people like me that didn't know what the hell that meant, washes is thinning down a type of paint of your choice and then just dabbing it in, drooling it all over the place, and then wiping it off with a paper towel or a sponge, which gets rid of all the excess while leaving it in the insides, the cracks and the crevices, which will give it depth and make it look like you're a better painter than you are, from what I've heard, which I will be taking advantage of a lot because I have no experience in painting and pretty much no talent, as you can tell by the terrible angles that I'm using while recording this, because I don't want to stop painting to adjust because it's going to be a pain in the butt. I don't have a whole lot of workspace here. Like, for real. Hang on. I will show you what I'm working with so you can tell. Here, let me set this sucker right here. I'm using a mic stand to hold this phone. This is my painting setup. It's on top of an old dresser, but it's a really long, wide dresser. Yeah, you can see my condiments from lunch sitting right there, and a miniature. The guy I bought my Warhammer miniatures from had some pre-painted ones. This is not my work at all, but the guy I got this dude from, because he hadn't painted yet, he painted a bunch of pieces himself, and I just bought his little collection for a steal. And this looks fantastic. This looks phenomenal. I hope to one day be able to get this good at it. I'm kind of going to use this as a go-to pattern for my army, because it looks so good. Maybe. I was thinking about maybe doing like a Death Knight color for my guys from Warcraft. Blues, ices, colors, and blacks. But I don't know, this kind of growing on me. This looks kind of doing it for me. I might do that in the future. I really might. Set that back down. I can't believe this video has already gotten 10 minutes long of just me rambling. I apologize. I'm going to try and figure out a way to do video editing because I don't know how to do that. So, it's kind of stuck with me until I get this done. I'm going to keep recording in bits and pieces. Like, I think, you know what? I think I'm going to end this video here as a part 1. No. Nah, whatever. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I'm not trying to get rich and famous off of YouTube. I'm just trying to record this process. Screw the algorithm. I've got principles. I say that now, but if I get popular, then I'm going to be like, ooh, YouTube algorithm. I have to bow and worship to it so that I get successful. And maybe can quit my full-time job. And just do miniature painting. Yeah, big chance of that, huh? Back here in these hard to reach sections, get his foot. It's a pretty terrible angle to paint that. Dang. Try and get these near the feet, near the base. Yep, this is how I'm spending my Christmas Eve. Painting Warhammer and making my very first YouTube video. And if I get good at video editing, I might actually make a career of this. At least an online career of this. But that's if I actually do well. Get all this Guard green slapped on. Probably gonna have to get more paint out of that paint jug for this. I'm gonna send this video to my my Discord and online friends first before I upload it. See what they think. And if they think it's good, then I'll probably upload it. Yeah, sorry guys, you aren't the first to see this. But don't tell anybody. I want to seem semi-legit. Yeah, I'm definitely going to dip into that into that paint bottle. Get some more. Painting the legs. Painting the arms. If listening to me randomly just mumble stuff is annoying, go ahead and smash that like button. It'll give me the motivation to keep being annoying. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking I'm just going to make this a long video of me randomly talking and rambling and just painting. Showing off how terrible I am at all this. Wish I had a proper desk and painting set up, but that will come with time. If I end up really enjoying this. So far, I'm not disliking it. I don't know if I'm gonna make this a big hobby. I mean, I've spent the money. I've spent the money. I should make it a full-time, not full-time hobby. I still play enough World of Warcraft and enough war games online. This won't be a full-time hobby, I don't think. But why not? One moment. Dipping into the Death Guard green. I had it open for like 3 or 4 minutes while I was trying to set up this whole thing. Wow, this video is just getting longer and longer. I'm not even noticing the time flying by. No wonder all the previous painting tutorials I found are forever. They're just long videos. That's while the guys are busy painting, they get lost in it. No wonder this takes forever. I'm just... this is kind of peaceful. Oh, look. More paint on the spots I'm not supposed to get paint on. Fantastic. I don't think I'm even using the proper brush for this. This is a starter brush, Citadel starter brush. So maybe it's the right brush? Well, it came out of a starter painting set, so I assume it's right. Oh well. Back to it. Let me adjust my light a little bit. There we go. I think the light might be more in my eyes than anything now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a proper painting desk set up. Okay, so I haven't gotten paint on my sponge. It's still on the paper. Thank goodness. I don't know whether or not I want to put green in that, because it looks like it'd be a lot of machinery. Do I really want to do that? Whatever, it's base coats. It's a base coat of Death Guard green. Yeah, it's primed, but I want to put smooth base coats. Retinol, careful, but nah, just smother that. That way later when you apply additional paints, it'll be smooth. That's the idea, right? I think. I could be wrong and I'm just adding more paint than is necessary. I'm probably wrong. Oh well. I'm not too concerned about this miniature, because it's just a practice piece. Not sure if you can see me and how close I'm getting to this. Still a little camera shy myself. But going based off of the activities I've described that I love doing, playing World of Warcraft, online war games, and Warhammer, you probably get a good idea of what I look like. The stereotypical bearded online gamer guy. Yeah, that's me. Trying to get into these nooks and crannies is a little difficult. I don't even know if I'm doing this correctly. Okay, I'll get a nice dab in there. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be pretty. It's Death Guard. Don't be a perfectionist. Just relax. Go at it. Just got a happy little green spot right there. I believe it's customary to do 2 coats. I believe. Just doing this one guy first. Depending on how he turns out, I'm going to watch this video again and mimic the results. Sorry, getting off camera there. As you can see, I'm an expert at turning it from white to green. Oh, totally forgot this back flap he's got going. Sure, I've missed its side. No, I got its side. Underside, not so much. It's starting to look much nicer now that it's drying. I was concerned about the color, the way it looked when it was wet. But Citadel paints being what they are, from what I've heard, that there's a better paint for this. I'm probably going to break down and buy a bunch of Citadel paints. As expensive as that is. Let's get in there in that face. Underside of the shoulder pad and the arm. If I had all the hobby tools necessary, I'd take this guy's arms off and really go to town on the details on the inside, but obviously those details aren't going to be easily seen once the arm's back in place, so there's really no point. It'd just be easier to do once the arms weren't in my way. So, since I'm just mumbling and painting away quietly, as a little relaxation thing for myself, anybody watching this, go ahead and let me know if you have any tips or pointers. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section. Because I paused to try and make a video mid-painting. It's going to be a little off on the layers of paint. I have like 2 layers of paint here, 3 layers of paint there later. We'll let this dry for like 10 minutes and go, well, okay, longer than 10 minutes, probably like 20 minutes. Go play a game of Hearthstone. Battleground after this. to get all this green paint layered in. Not layered in, but based in. Please keep in mind, I have no clue what the hell I'm doing. I am an absolute noob. And yes, I will be showing this off to some dear friends overseas, Discord friends, as well as some American friends. And I haven't quite gotten my video voice, my sultry tones down yet. One moment, I'm hearing noises upstairs that I shouldn't be hearing yet. Sounds like there's movement upstairs. I don't think anybody showed up. There may possibly be a break-in in my home. I'm going to leave this recording. I'll be right back. Good news, that was a false alarm. My roommate's dog was running amok upstairs. It got loose. For a moment I was worried somebody was ransacking the upstairs apartment. Oh. That's a relief. Okay. Sorry about the drama. Back to the video. Now, I'm having some trouble with the gloves. This angle is a little pain in the butt. I'm not even sure why I'm super worried about it being green, because it looks like it's a leather glove, not a plated one. But still. Nice, clean, smooth base coat on everything. That's the hope. This could be a waste of time. I'm just wasting all this Death Guard green that's expensive. Who knows? I'll figure it out later. Sorry. More green. Tilt that a bit so I get a little bit more moisture on that end. It should be enough for the rest of this. Now, I've watched a few tutorials and I'm literally forgetting everything that I've watched as I'm doing this. So I think experience is going to be my biggest teacher. Because I don't remember how many coats I've actually done. And the color isn't really super consistent. Probably because I'm doing a brush. And I have no clue what the hell I'm doing. Which is fine, because like I said before, it's Death Guard. Smelly boys. So if the paint, coat, and color isn't super consistent, it's not a massive problem. I can just look up some more tutorials on how to get a consistent color. Looks like I'm kind of fraying the end of my brush. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Anybody in the comments knows what I'm doing wrong, please don't hesitate to tell me. I will try to remember that advice as best I can. And if I post a bunch of these videos, and you're probably going to tell me multiple times because my scatterbrain ass is going to forget. Oh yeah, I'm definitely making sure that I have a solid base coat on the legs because they're pretty big. Yeah, it's definitely a leather glove. How I'm gonna make that look like a metal glove, I don't know yet. Have to figure that out. Don't forget that. Plenty of white spots in this glove on the underside here. And these thigh plates could use a bit more green. No wonder I have dark splotches in my paint setup. I'm missing spots. You know, I'm trying to be careful. I'm still missing spots. Looks like a pretty thick paint layer is building up. That's fine. That's fine. Fill these holes. Don't want there to show any white. Hopefully, maybe a smaller brush would be better for that. Fill the gaps as best I can. Is it still white? Is it still white? Or is it green in there? It's really starting that. I just filled it with green. Is it a trick of the light? I just realized I'm being quiet again. Sorry, I'm just really trying to focus. I can't tell if this is because of the shoddy brushwork or if shoddy printing. That faceplate looks a little ugh. Filling all these inner gaps with a wash of some kind, I'm sure, eventually. Okay. I think that's all the layers of green I need to put in for a base coat layer. I think. Fairly certain. Let this boy dry. Wait, no. There's another spot I have missed. Right there, staring me in the face. Oh yeah, the back. The back. Well, now that I've laid down my base coat, I'm gonna try and figure out what I want to do with this blade and this gun. I could work on that. Let's rinse out the brush. I should probably glue something down at the bottom of that as a texture bit. I should make a texture bit at the bottom of that. I'm going to use that as my brush cleaning thing. Maybe some change, like some old pennies. Yeah, I think I'll do that if I have any. Just really drop some stuff. There we go. Okay, maybe not pennies. I don't want copper rust in my water. Handful of nickels and dimes, though. Use that. That didn't turn out too terrible. I should probably get some real paper towel for that. Some real paper towels for that. Not some Burger King napkins. Okay, so what should I use for the guns? It's Death Guard, so I have Lead Belcher. Got some Lead Belcher. I might use that. I have it on black, Balthazar gold. Let me see what all else came in my painting kit. Hey, I've got 2 things about put on black. I didn't know that. Nice. Got slightly older Abaddon Black, and I've got newer Abaddon Black. That's good. And some Mephiston Red, as well as Evil Sun Scarlet. So I've got more variety than I thought I did. Fantastic. Because I bought this paint kit after I bought some Citadel paints when I tried to get myself into the idea of painting a long time ago. The plan originally was I was going to paint some D&D miniatures, but that never happened. I just bought some pre-colored D&D miniatures. Wasting that money. Well, I guess it's not a waste now since I'm able to use these paints finally. Finally working myself up to it. Wonder what that sound was. It's the cat trying to get into my room while I'm painting. Alright. Agrex Earthshade. Didn't know I already had a thing of Agrex Earthshade. That's good. Already watered down. Already ready to go. Yeah. Yeah, I really haven't looked at this paint kit. It was the Space Marines and Tyranid little paint kit thing. I wish I could find one that had just a bunch of Death Guard paint colors in it. But I'm pretty sure that that came out years before I started the hobby, and I'm unlikely to find it. I mean, I could go online and see if I can find it. But I doubt I will. Wraithbone? Wraithbone on the blade, maybe? Maybe? That might not look so bad. Wraithbone or Korax White make it look like a bone sword. That could turn out kind of cool. I'll worry about the sword later. I gotta worry about the gun first. The gun is what I'm thinking of. Let's see. Crag Blue? Nah, I'm not doing the blue boys. I might use my Crag Blue. This paint's really in there. Magos Purple. Green and purple. I think once I get better at painting, I'll start tackling those contrasting colors. I think right now I'm going to do the safe bets for my very first model and just do what I've seen. Like Lead Belcher and Balthazar Gold. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a black and gold. Maybe a Bugman's Glow base for the wood, maybe? I'm not very good at blending colors, so I'm not really sure. What should I do? It's kind of like a wood-like kind of texture. I'm not sure what wood colors I have. Oh, I did miss a green spot. That's not good. And I just cleaned the brush too. Damn. Distracted myself. Missed some spots. Yep, I was not even looking at this side. I didn't even see these angles. I was so focused on other things. Hmm. Here we go. Here we go. Filled in those gaps. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to pause here and watch another painting tutorial on guns, because I'm totally running a blank on what I should do for this. I don't even know if I have the paints necessary to do the gun paint. Which is a shame. Wonder if I still have the box that these were in. One moment. Maybe the box that these paints came in will give me some clue as to what I should paint the gun to be. Because just a plain black gun sounds really boring. For some reason, oh, I don't know why I walked the other side of the room. Here it is. Okay, so it looks kind of like they just painted Abaddon black and dry lead belcher. Like, do they mix Abaddon black and lead belcher together to make like a gray? I know, I'm asking you guys questions instead of knowing myself, but yeah. Like I said, I'm a noob. One moment, going to the computer and looking up something real quick. I understand that this is a boring as hell video. Yeah, from what I saw, I'm just gonna try and wing it. Just wing it. Sorry, this video is getting really long and really boring near the end because I'm uncertain on how to do some things. But like I said, it's Noob's first video. If you've ever been where I'm at and you understand, go ahead and hit that like and follow button. I'm going to be posting a video probably once or twice a week because I'm going to try and start using my free time to doing this. Like, I'm still going to be playing a lot of games, but I've wanted to get into this hobby for so long, I should just jump in with both hands, both feet. Blech. Oh, okay, I see why they're so difficult to open now. Oh wow, that's super thick. Look, this Abaddon Black that I bought years ago, like years ago. This is a 2011 paint. This is a 2013 paint. This one is super dense and thick. This one is still pretty liquidy. Did they change their formula, or did I just get a crappy frickin' bottle? Either way, Abaddon Black? Okay. Gonna take a little bit of Abaddon Black. I'm gonna try something new here. New for me, because it's all new, but I'm gonna take a bit of Abaddon Black. And then I'm going to first thin it on my brush. Thin my brush down so I can rinse it without too many problems. That's the hope. You know what? Another small plus. I'm gonna get an actual paper towel so I can really see if the color's coming off. Ta-da! Paper towel. Yeah, my camera's like really close to the model. I understand it's kind of boring. You can't really see a whole lot of things. But once I get my proper camera rig, you should be able to see a lot more of what I'm doing over here. First vid, so, you know. Here. There we go. I know, it's been a whole video. And I'm only now moving the camera. Goodness gracious, this is a disaster. Oh yeah, there's still plenty of paint in that brush. It's just that this paint is really, really thick, or am I just not? It seems to have done the trick. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take that, mix in a you know what? I'm not even going to bother with that. It's taking too long to open it. Where is my lead belcher? Lead belcher, where are you? There you are. Lead belcher. It's way easier to open. This bottle, for some reason, doesn't want to stay open. It's unfortunate. Well, the other GW paint bottles want to stay open. This one does not. Okay, there we go. It's weird. Yeah, that might be a lot of paint for just one gun, but learning pains. Let's find out. Is it? That lead belcher is really overpowering that Abaddon Black. Like, really overpowering. I'm gonna grab a toothpick and use that. Get that paint on. toothpicks. Grab a handful of these. I think I'm going to use these to add paint to my thing so I don't have to clean my brush as hellaciously often. Pardon me. Add a bit more black to it. See what that does. I think that's the ticket. I think that's going to be the base coat. Black and lead belcher together. Looks about right, I think. Let's give that a shot. Yeah, let's give that a chance. Yeah, I'm kind of liking the look of that. It's giving it that dull metal, that dull dark metal patina. Kind of like an iron almost. Almost. I think for a first experimentation, this isn't terrible. Being as Death Guard, I'm gonna do bronze for all like the actual like gun barrel, and do like a golden bronze color for that. And then I'm gonna give it a proper lead belcher, dry brushing once it's finished. But I didn't want like a dead fucking a dead plain black. Apologies for language. And this isn't a kid's channel. It's not going to be, but it's not going to be a kid's channel. But I'm gonna try and not be super vulgar. as you can see, I'm just trying to carefully get this into nooks and crannies in the corners, so to speak. Sorry, I keep thinking the camera is where it was. Turn that back over there a little bit. Get this. It's all black. Color it in. Gonna look at it real close. Cover the thumb in this paint color. Need to go back over there with green later. I think that's a good starting piece. I think that's a good start. Giving it that old worn metal look. Let that dry up. Let that dry up a little bit. I better get the gun situation handled. Let's see about this sword. Do I want to do that? I'm gonna go ahead and add this paint color to all the inner bits of the legs. Giving that old patina look. Anything I mess up there, I can go back over later. This patinaed silver gunmetal look, the joints. Hang on, get my chair set up so I'm not constantly pulling that out of the way, so I can look at it closer. Sitting still, I might have a more stable spot. Pardon me. Okay. Got there in that joint. Now, in the arm section, try to make that look right. There, the arm. Go back over that later with some more Deathguard green. Actually, dried out. That looks pretty decent. It's not too black. It does. It has that old iron metal kind of look to it. Looks pretty nice. Yeah, that now that it's dry, that turned out fairly well now that it's dry. I'm getting the 15% phone battery warning now. Fantastic. Try and add this into all the little armor space spots so it looks like it might make sense. Give it a dark coat in those spots, and then I'm going to come back later and use gold or bronze color. Oh, the back of the legs. How did I miss that? I'm too worried about making a mistake there. Because I can always just come back with more disco green, fill in those spots. Patch and fix any mistakes I make with this color. I kind of want to go over all these pipes, like on the back and stuff, with that, but I don't know if I should. Yeah, go ahead. While I still have it wet and still have that amount mixed, just go ahead, fuck it. I know I said I was going to try and work on controlling my language a bit, but no, if I'm focused on that, I'm not worried about what I'm supposed to be worried about. The paint. I'm going to use this as a visual marker on where all the mechanical bits are. Wait. Oh, I'm getting into crevices I don't need to be getting into. It's okay, it's my first day. Don't be hard on yourself. Beat yourself up over mistakes. Your first thing is when you're supposed to make mistakes, isn't that right? Let's try and get in there. There we go. Doesn't look too bad. I don't think I really needed this on the between the toes. I think a good wash could have handled that, but whatever. There we go. There's an armor undercoat gap there. Hit it with this. Fix any spots later with more discard green. Just with the base coat down, I really don't need to worry about it that much. blade. Coat of it. We'll use this as the base coat for this blade. That way, whatever I paint it with later, oh, it's already got a coat of paint to lay on top of. I hope it's just smooth. I'm not wasting any of this paint. So I can feel it starting to dry. I can see it starting to dry out a little bit. So I might as well use all of it. That mix. I'd say that's pretty much good enough for a very first coat. And I'll wash over it with some kind of bronze gold color afterwards. No, not wash, but coat over it. There's a piece of my gun that has a white section in it. Get all of those. Again, sorry about being off focus, off camera for a moment. Zoned in. I think that's a good mix. I'm gonna do that again in the future. Mix of black and lead belcher to make this dark patina metallic color. Because it gives it that dark iron color. And I'm really digging it. I really am. This is nice. I'd say for my first gross boy, this isn't bad. I think it's starting to turn out nice. Now, the fact that it's taking me over an hour on my very first figure, because I'm still, new, like really new, still figuring things out. I think I'm not going to put this kind of work into my later ones. I think I'm just going to do the fast and dirty method on my next attempt, just to see what it looks like, and to find out if taking my time is a better result. I mean, I always hear that taking your time is a better result, but experience is the best teacher, so I'm going to try that. Yeah, I think that's all the parts that I'm going to use that for. Other than that, no, go with it. To the do these pipes. That way you've got a smooth metallic layer. Down for later. There we go. I think I'm going to give this video and this phone a break for a bit. I'm going to let these dry for now. Put this phone on the charger for probably like 20-30 minutes. Very first figure, 2 main colors so far. And all this metallic on here is really just contrast at the moment. Well, it's not contrast based, but it's a contrast visually for where I'm gonna aim my other paints. Ooh, that one in the middle, that vent thing there, I should hit. Oh well. The face I'm gonna have all kinds of trouble with because this big sword in the way, and I'm right-handed. This face is gonna cause me difficulty. The gun looks pretty nice so far. I'm gonna try to get green, slimy, gooey stuff since it's a plague weapon. I do know that I'm gonna try and use a Balthazar Gold. See what that looks like when it dries. And then I'm gonna compare it to the bright and shiny Auric Armor Gold. I'm pretty sure that this is fantasy paint for those golden boys. Maybe for custodians. It might be a little too bright for my purposes. I may use this as a highlight paint. Yeah, I think this is going to be the bet. I think Balthazar Gold is my bet. Well, I am going to take a small painting break. I'm going to shut these guys off, let them calm down. Get my phone charge. Close my paint thing, because Abaddon was just sitting open. Because I am a fool. Let's see. Brush isn't clean. So far, I'm gonna try and use coins at the bottom of this. I should probably throw some more nickels in here. Let's see. Yeah, my room's a mess. Sorry. Move aside, Fritos. Another nickel. Another nickel. Spread these out. Use them as a texture bottom for this water. So far, it seems to be working pretty well. That's the hope. And take a short break. Play some Hearthstone. Perfect. Oh, I'm so glad I got this. I'm gonna use it. Hang on. Can I fit my paint in here? I don't think I can. No, I cannot. Well, it'll have to be my little bits box. Plastic glue and paint. Alright. This is Sunmorn signing off to take a break. To let things rest. Oh wow, my phone camera actually picks this up without all that light. This doesn't look too bad for my start. It's not bad at all. Alright folks, taking a break. We're making another video. Hopefully, not another friggin' hour and a half long one, but you know, gotta do what I gotta do.